Have you ever felt that strange moment? When everything changes without a single word being spoken. One day she's laughing with you. She replies fast. She seems excited to have you around. And then suddenly, silence whose slow replies, cold energy. No explanations, just distance. A distance that feels louder than any argument. You stare at your screen, waiting for a message that never arrives. Your mind starts creating stories. What did I do wrong? Is she bored of me? Is there someone else? Brother, silence can make even the strongest man question his worth. But here's the truth you must breathe in deeply. Silence is not your enemy. Silence is your mirror. It shows you everything you tried to ignore. This moment, right now, this is where a man decides who he truly is. Because when someone pulls away from you, you are being given a test. Not of love, not of loyalty, but of discipline, of self-respect, of your ability to remain a man. Even when your emotions are screaming, most men panic. They chase. They double text. They argue with themselves, and then with her. They beg for clarity. They drown in fear. And in doing so, they lose the very thing that made them attractive in the first place. I'm not judging you. We've all been there. That heavy feeling inside your chest, that shaking breath, that desperate need for answers. It's human. But it's also the moment where boys break and men rise. Listen carefully. A woman's silence doesn't define your value. Your reaction to that silence defines your character. A man connected to his purpose, a man grounded in his self-worth, doesn't chase someone who chooses distance. He observes, he breathes, he adjusts. He stays rooted like a mountain, while everything around him shifts like wind. Maybe she's confused. Maybe she's scared. Maybe she's testing whether your confidence depends on her attention. Maybe she's already halfway out the door. But here's the lesson Stoicism teaches us. What she feels is not yours to control. What you feel is your battlefield. Master that. And nothing outside will ever defeat you. There is a dangerous illusion most men fall into. They think affection must always be maintained. By effort, by attention, by constantly doing more. But real attraction, real respect, grows from restraint, from patience, from letting silence speak. Every woman feels the difference between a man who needs her and a man who wants her, but can walk away if his peace is threatened. The first becomes a toy. The second becomes a mystery. When she slows down, you slow down more. When she stops, you stop. Not to play games, but because your life and your peace are not negotiable. A man who begs for attention loses power. A man who remains calm creates curiosity. Your silence shifts the energy. Your silence forces her to reflect. Your silence says, I don't chase love. I respect it. If you step back, I will step into my own life. And that, my brother, is when she sees the difference between a boy who clings and a man who leads himself. Remember this. The person who controls their emotions controls the relationship. Not through manipulation, but through self-mastery. You don't need to announce your worth. You show it in how you react when someone no longer prioritizes you. Focus on rebuilding your strength quietly. Go back to the gym. Go deeper into your work. Spend time with people who bring you peace. Wake up earlier. Improve your discipline. Sharpen your mind. Look in the mirror and become the kind of man that silence cannot break. Because when she notices your energy shift from longing to evolving, from waiting to progressing, she will feel something stronger than jealousy. She will feel respect. She will wonder why you no longer seem affected. She will question if she misjudged your worth. She will realize that you are not a background character in her life. You are the main character in your own. But here's the real secret. You are not leveling up to win her back. You are leveling up so that you never rely on anyone to feel whole again. Love is beautiful. Connection is powerful. But peace is priceless. Never trade it for attention. There will be nights when the silence feels heavy, when memories replay like a movie, when the urge to reach out burns inside your chest. Breathe, do not react. Stoicism is not about being emotionless. It's about owning your emotions instead of letting them own you. The pain you feel right now is not punishment. It's preparation. It's training you to become a man who doesn't collapse when something shakes his world. And if she truly cares, she will return. Not because you begged, not because you chased, but because she saw a man capable of standing tall without her. And if she doesn't return, then silence was your rescue, a clean exit from someone who wasn't meant to stay in the first place. Not every person we lose is a loss. Some are lessons, some are redirection, Some are just a temporary chapter in a story that is still being written. Your future self, the man you are becoming, will thank you for not falling apart over someone who walked away too easily. When someone pulls away from you, let them go. Not out of anger, not out of ego, but out of respect for yourself. Say nothing. Do nothing. Just let silence answer the questions you no longer need to ask. One day she might try to come back. She might say she missed you. She might remember the way you treated her. She might realize how rare your heart was. But by then, you will be stronger. You will be wiser. You will be the man who survived the storm without asking the rain to stop. Look in the mirror. What do you see? Not the pain. Not the loneliness. Not the overthinking. You see a man who is learning how to be unshakable. You see a man who is discovering his worth through silence. You see a man who is turning heartbreak into discipline. You see a man who is becoming calm under pressure. That man is dangerous, not because he hurts others, but because he refuses to hurt himself by begging for love. Listen to this truth. You attract what you are ready for. So prepare yourself, grow yourself, polish your spirit until it shines so bright that anyone who sees it will know exactly what they lost when they walked away. And when silence becomes your teacher, when peace becomes your priority, no distance, no rejection. No temporary person will ever control your emotions again. Take a deep breath. Stand tall. Let the world do what it wants, while you do what you must. Control what you can, release what you can't, and walk forward without looking back, because a real man doesn't chase what leaves. He protects what stays, and he values what brings him peace. You are not alone in this. Every strong man you admire today was once broken, confused, and silent. But they used that silence to rebuild their greatness. So let this moment be the one that transforms you. Let the silence shape you, teach you, strengthen you. And when the world looks again, you won't be the same man who once waited for a message. You'll be the man she didn't realize she could lose. Breathe, focus, grow. The silence is not the end. It is the beginning of the greatest version of you.